Shimai mami mamunyina chi ama mwakwa ba ediba XTV eso abono nsia ene eyekita onsabosom ne de tose dunu son afem pimie ni edunu mienu no emo no nsia bremo kase ne mre enaso a ye de ebro ene wokwade na ensem bia wo bete ene se ye futu samfo ononyam ni keneforiata etimi akwa akocheche mu ne nti a woman kasa eka ye se yenko IMF na so ene de ye kwako hu ye ho ewo IMF no wacheche mu ne nti ya ye ko IMF sanson ewo sansen senye mo boda de sede de atuga na fo nyina enem se munya gidie ewo Ghana mampeni na nadodan kwa kufu ado emo na wakase wode ye betwa no se ne tibia no wode ye betwa epukoko no maniema nso etimi akoyie pa ede amaye sanson ewo nsamfufuru mo no metromas fo nso bus na ye fa no kufo bus no womo so dia babetu dia essay womo hwe enem se fe anapota hyentie dua womo age no womo so babe peje mu esan se sese no fango no kwa na ekosoro ni nyina ewo kasebo mu a yede ebro amono ne nsem eka ho bi osofo pombia eda no kwese da wo preach akonfo wiemfo womo so nipa enso nyankopon edi tu okosi ni so a omkoji ni hu nyama nyina framfram no ni nyina ewo kasebo mu a yede ebro nsem ni de edo so papa na poso ena metimi ede amawo no oba pa me visa kosi ate eni medime ena mede kaseboi ebre wa fejibre na mefa de wo mu ankasa emfamo eda no ye futu samfo onyonyam ne keneforiata kopie mu e o mahibedwefi na chese wo kwa chikochirichi mu kwa kobobo hu akwamosika ye de amaye no nyema hodo mu etimi ede aye anama hodo nso a eti wo munima wo pese wo mu de ye ansanampo afi etimi akwawieye na ye nyina ye nemse enche kra ye ena wo mampeni na nadodan kwa kufuado ne na soafo ni mu nyina eyo onyonyam ne keneforiata eka hu bi wo mu ede tuja ese o mampeni da John Dramani Mahama memonu we hu so eno nti ena odi Ghana ekopie mu ewo International Monetary Fund no emo na wo mu die wo ba behwe so mbe tutu nyama sese nyama yie nti IMF pa die panse Ghana ebesan so akoko biom di yenko nanso yenim de ba da no ye wo ho busuma ye wo mu ni de hya ase na eno mampeni na nadodan kwa kofado etimi ahye oswafo ne se wonhwe na wonhye ase ne woni mpanifo mu da International Monetary Fund na no ye ne wo mu entwetwe nkomo na yenhwe se ye ne wo mu ebetimi akonna kra na ne etimi gibusia ediefi wo mu ho ede aye oman ne yesan se coronavirus na face no Russia ne Ukraine tokwa no ababe ha ye sika sempe papa ewo oman Ghana mo na no mu na mafo bebre eka se na oswafo no ne hwe sika sem so no wono wokan kura mpo se ye nko no endru busu miensa mpo yo ne ba ne sen na se ye ko nti edanu a wokopie mu wa mahibedwefi a wodi budget review no ehwehwe so no wo se Ghana fo se ne de mabadia mma me hwehwe mu ne nti a ene de yaka se ye nko IMF na so yesan so elko biom no ichiremu no eni.
And indeed, I did say that Ghana would not embark on an IMF program. We did not just say it, we also took measures towards the attainment of that objective, including the passage of the Fiscal Responsibility Act and instituting a number of irreversibility measures, and also launching the Ghana Cares Obatampa program for economic revitalization and transformation. Unfortunately, unprecedented global developments, Mr. Speaker, over the past 2 years, especially in these last 6 months, have really and truly disrupted our efforts. Governments across the world have had to change course to tackle the current crisis. Governments that less than a year ago were busily talking about energy transition and green and cleaner fuels have gone back to firing their coal plants. Governments that are known for low taxes are now raising taxes to tackle growing deficits. These are not ordinary times, not for Ghana, not for Africa, and certainly not for the whole world. And indeed, I did say that Ghana would not embark on an IMF program. We did not just say it, we also
you know what's for no and they say sika samso keneforiata no and what is ansem nyina what they atujana and wechi was so edituja essay abai we edi hihye bi e ba ya graduate for womo ewie school a womo pay dwuma womo enye no womo etime abue kuo bi a ye gye womo e wa pomodin ho bebi a ye kira ade ne nnwumeku ahodo a eno eye Nation Builders Corps a ye to ne din NAPCO program no wo chirom say na eye mfinsha maako miensa program na so mre ne so ye no aban ne say ye ma womo san ne adwuma bi na so imprempren die ebobosom ni de di kan pepepe eye September bosom ni de di kan wa fi mo no eye de asa program nyina ebebe wiye na wo chirom say wo mo hya ase no mo bɔ mo homodin nipa beye maako 100,000 graduates ena wo de wo mo hya ase na wo mo wie na de say nipa beye apemba 1,000 ena imprempren die wo mo prepare wo mo say die adwuma biara wo mpese wo mo ye company bia mo no wo betimi aye adwuma enti no so afon de ato mo nim say ya NAPCO program no akwewe womo enhwe sem you start program no womo form ho emfanhwem na fe womo ankasa entimi nyo mo sanu nyuma enye.
Mr. Speaker, our iconic National Builders Corps program, which was initially run for 3 years and extended for an additional year, will be completed by 1st September 2022. The program, which engaged 100,000 young graduates, has prepared thousands of them for the world of work. So far, we have invested approximately 2.2 billion cedis. As they exit, the current cohort on the program are encouraged to take advantage of the Youth Start initiative and other assistance programs in our drive to build an entrepreneurial nation. Government's policy is to support dynamic young entrepreneurs, access training and funds to build their businesses and become a significant pool of job providers for their fellow young people. Mr. Speaker, we however recognize that our post-COVID economic recovery has been uneven and risks remain high. According to the IMF, the global outlook is grim and has darkened significantly, and global uncertainty is exceptionally high, and 2023 is even more uncertain. However, in the 2022 budget, we committed ourselves to chart a course towards growth and fiscal sustainability, and this mid-year policy review reassets the commitment. Mr. Speaker, our iconic National Builders Corps program, which was initially run...
Enti no oswafo ono na hwe sika semso nyem ni keneforiata ena wetime akasa no na yeto ansam no so e woni budget review yi mu a deputy majority leader Mashibedwe fi wono aso Mashibedwe ni edima adishom wo efutu abato mpeso so onyem ni Alexander Kwamina afenyo mankin wono so e de atuja ese se wo hwe pa aban we etu a yebeka se etu pa wodi atu Ghana for so eye e-levy enu nkwa na ye etu a ye de atu Ghana for nyina eso wo kiremo se wo hwe aban dada no NDC aban no omo de etu bebre e de tu Ghana for so ye e kan ye monti so mante so na so aban we ban no wo bo ne humodin e reduce anapose wo peje ni nyina mu e de free Ghana for eso na edru baby aban ne hu se de be se na nyema ne kɔ no enye yesika sɛm nye coronavirus ababe ha ye Ukraine Russia ntokwa ababe ha ye ntino ye Ghana for enti a eto kakra na enti me boa ye ne fa ba o man ho bra no eno enom di sa e-levy e ba enti e-levy nkwan ene ebetimi aka se eye eto kase a ye de ato eye Ghana for eso na platform eno no eto biere ni ho a aban we what me e de ama Ghana for se wo mu enti a.
All of us know, as a matter of fact, that the MPP government, upon assumption of office, took immediate steps to implement without delay every single social intervention program it promised while in opposition. In doing so, government did not even attempt to increase taxation. Rather, government reviewed the taxation we inherited from the NDC government, review in terms of some of them being reviewed downwards and some being repealed completely. And in fact, for emphasis, the e-levy is the first major fiscal policy in terms of taxation that government introduced. The first major. Of course, somebody may talk about the pollution levy and all that. Those are minor levies. But I'm saying that a major levy that was introduced to address some fiscal challenges was the e-levy. All of us know
Na enu echi wasanso editu just say NDC pension na enyinama hoɔden ni boɔden papa Ghana fu esu di ajajo ende monti so enyinama hoɔden no kosoro dodo nanso yade NDC aban no omo eyi omo ni kura fi wo moto ache say enye asem ketewa nanso aban we ban wo bɔ ne humɔden etiti ni nyina so ebi kura 70% edi kodu 30% ena otimi ti so edi ma Ghana fo ehun etimi ehiha wo monti se ba no aban ya wode nhyehyɛ pa aba mana bua Ghana fo hu etimi ahiha wo mo pa dia NPP aban ni omampani Nana Adodan Kwai Kufuado.
It is of importance for all of us to remember that when the NDC was in office, Ghanaians cried on the NDC government for a reduction in electricity tariffs. This, the NDC government, it could not do. But when the MPP government under Nana Akufo-Addo assumed office, without increasing taxes, electricity tariffs were reduced between 17 to 30%. Household enjoyed rebates, corporate enjoyed rebates, bulk purchasers or bulk users also enjoyed rebates. These are facts that any person who does not even like this government at all can attest to. So it's a matter of fact. Now let's deal with the macroeconomic indicator. It is of importance for all of us to remember that when the NDC
Enti onyonyam ni Alexander Afenyomankin wono edom dudu no band de nya bedie kire wo mahye fie na wotimi afa nsentwefo hye wode sansem nyina wode atodwa edi afa onyonyam ni no ne budget reviewer wo odi koto dwa edan no eho na wosoafo na wono eneko review budget no wono aneda yesika sem anno kenofori atasanso dia desedie dia magana fo nyina ese ye nyina ye nim se ebra ye wumu enye brepa ebra ye wumu na niema enko yesa na so wode adesedie e de magana fo nyina ese munya akoma monkama akoma mfantom ye na munya ntoboase na munya gidie ewo NPP ni wo mampani Nana Adodan Kwai Kufuado aban no emo na se na etie bia no wobedan dan niema obehwe amaniema akoyie wobehwe pa mepokoko no wode mu etwa.
Ghana is facing, and I quote, Ghana is facing a challenging economic and social situation amid an increasingly difficult global environment. The fiscal and debt situation has severely worsened following the COVID-19 pandemic. At the same time, investors' concerns have triggered credit rating downgrades, capital outflows, loss of external market access, and rising domestic borrowing costs. In addition, the global economic shock caused by the war in Ukraine is hitting Ghana at a time when the country is still recovering. At a time when the country is still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic shock and with limited room for maneuver. These adverse developments have contributed to slow economic growth, accumulation of unpaid bills, a large exchange rate depreciation, and a surge in inflation. Unquote, Mr. Speaker, from the fund. Mr. Speaker, let me be quick to add that we are not wavering at all in our resolve to turn this country around. Ours is of a history of turning things around when the country is in crisis.
Tino onyonyam ni kenofori ata wono ene ye Ghana futi samfo wetimi edin sansem nyina wode atodwa yemfri eye budget nsem yimwe ni enkopie mu ewo eye akwantempon ho nsem so ne konia bedi ho nsem eso deputy director eye woda metro mass transit anno wode atodwa ese wo mu ebo nhomodi ehwe se enche kra eye kufo bus na ye fa ye nim se no de ni boofo pa ende ahomache na uni bebi ya mo kogina no akogina junction no so ne ya be fa ende ni bono fofofo na ye de wo kono wo mo so ba be pije mu ehyentuade no wo ba be pije mu san se wo mo so fango no bia ya trotro ne to no ehwa no wo so wo mo to yade ha adwen papa fango no kwa na ekosoro nti no wo mo so ba be pija ehyentuade no wo ba be pije mu kakra na timi abo mo adwuma no so entimi engu ex kase eto ansemi so ediamo.
Say banfo ekyere se sika dodo ya wo mo egigye e wo ehyenhwie ene adwuma ni mu no bebrenua e na ekofa nwa woto edidi dwuma ne senti na ehwa kohia ese wo mo edi ehyentuade entumu no ebeba animanimu ya
said nka fuel prices say kwa ohwe other transport companies increase your prices petrol mass policy no yen use check prices and fares inti prices no I am fire payment to a boom, true near Yakoma Ministry. A ministry now my approval say indeed it's me change and to share. First, as at time on the two first, my transport company do to tum. Still, your boy need a baby. Nipem party, a perceive tum career because we share the ratio of fuel to revenue and also